All right. Well, hello. Welcome to the lower speeds live class. I can see that we don't have anybody in here right now, but I'll go ahead and get started and mute everyone now and then unmute after class if we have anybody in here, and I'll answer any questions that you may have. Okay. So I know that behind me, you can see a D2 here. I kind of taped it up here. It's in the plate, taking the place of the court. So I was told that the next state board is going to be deposition format, which means there'll be a plaintiff, defense one, and defense two. So I've replaced the court with defense two. Hi, Pandora. Good morning. Hi. Let me. Okay. So I was just letting everybody know that I was told that the next state test is going to be deposition format instead of court. So what they're going to do is they'll have plaintiff, defense, and then I changed the court to defense two. It's starting. It's not wanting to stick. So what you can do, you have two options. I like to use the IRBGS for defense too. But I'm talking to a student that is going to the state test, and she likes to just use the court for defense too, because she said it for some reason it just helps her to not get confused. So you can certainly do that too, because if you are going to have defense two come in at the state test, that means that the court is not going to be there, because it's always just for speakers. So, if you can you can always do that. So I told her we would practice today with some defense too. So I thought, well, I'll just keep it for all the speeds today and kind of get some practice with that. All
right.
Yeah. So when defense two comes in, you can either sign them in as IRBGS or you can sign them in as the court and just know that that's defense two. Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, we'll get started. Let's get started with some common words. Here we go. Ready? Already, small, almost, paid, world, Sunday, weather, early, buy, everything, remittance, opportunity, goods, large, open, Saturday, letters, doubt, gone, 5, perhaps, second, prompt, can't, accept, near, do, giving, within, wanted, whole, imagine, sort, market, till.
Bless you.
Thank you. Wife, Monday, memorandum. I just write that as memdum. And then memoranda, I do memda. Yeah, you do that too. Okay. Perfect. All right.
How you taught me.
Yay. There's always, a few ways to do things. I like to hear other people's ideas, because sometimes like, oh, that makes sense. That I would rather do that than what I was doing.
Right.
So it happens all the time. It's so funny. All right. So let's do some names and spellings. All right, here we go. Samuel D. Rutkin. R-U-K. I'm sorry. Say it again. R-U-T-K-I-N. Richard B. Claremont. C-A. Oh my gosh, I'm killing it. Sorry. And I just
That's okay. I'm still, like I said, I'm horrible with names and everything. So C. Okay.
Sorry about that. I just had the 225 class. You would think I'd be on it. Okay. C-L-A-R-E-M-O-N-T. Bruce R. Newton, Newton. Mary L. Powell, Powell. Hannah A. Smith, Smith. Thomas D. Judkin, Judkin. Allie C. Breslin, Breslin. John J. Neeson, Niesen. Joseph T. Fitzgerald, Fitzgerald. Peter S. Shields, Shields. Pamela F. Osborne, Osborne. Terry E. Richter, Richter. All right, sentences with some basic briefs. We've got envelope, initial N, final FL. Notice, they have notice as NOIT. I write notice as N, final TS. Okay, yep. Minimum, they have it as MIM. Maximum, they have initial M, final X. If you do max, then if they say max, then, that's why they took out the A.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. So, that's up to you. You would probably have to do it, hit it twice if you want to write maximum as max. Okay. And then succeed, they have it as SKED. I write it out, but that's up to you. Success, they have it as SKES.
That's how I've been doing it.
Good.
Lately.
Okay.
I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Okay. All right. So here are your sentences. I know he is destined for success. Success carries with it some responsibilities. I think success has gone to his head. A minimum amount of work should do it. It takes a minimum amount of sanding. Keep the noise down to a minimum. Were you successful in repairing the door? The pilot made a successful landing. The last attempt was successful. He says the maximum number is 34. The maximum load is 2,000 pounds. What is the maximum capacity? She successfully overcame her stage fright. Did they finish the course successfully? I am sure it will turn out successfully. He told her the notice was enclosed. Did you receive the last notice? Send notice to the adverse party. Each attempt to convert it was unsuccessful. He was unsuccessful in turning it into gold. I have been unsuccessful in contacting Rudy. Nobody notices when I do it right. The notices were sent in on time. She notices every mistake I make. That plan really should succeed now. Did you succeed in fixing the broken lock? He will succeed his father to the position. Richard succeeds at anything he tries. Who succeeds the king to the throne? He always succeeds in cheering her up. Joe succeeded where others had failed. I succeeded in convincing the teacher. Who succeeded in breaking the secret code? I know they noticed a difference. Do you think she noticed the boy? I noticed he was reading the file. Noticing the details is important. I am noticing a change in attitude. I couldn't help noticing the change. The envelope stated it clearly. Put the envelope down on the table. The envelope was posted from Spain. All right. Initial consonants that start with KL. Here we go. Clementine was a clerk. Cleopatra clung to the clergymen. Cleaver, Clevelanders live in Cleveland. The clue was the client's climax. If you hear a click, jump off the cliff. We climbed to where the climate was cold. They were clinging to the clinch in the clinic. It was a clinical class in the cliffs. Clip the clipboard to the clipper. We claimed the clinkers from Cleveland. She hid the clock under her cloak. He was clobbered in the cloakroom. The clodhopper threw clods at us. Cloggers clipped away on their clog dance. We were close to the claimant. The clouds looked like clover. The clubber clubbed the cluster. Your clutch is cluttered with clumps. The clumsy Clydesdale was a clue. 2 clowns were in the club.
For the record, I hate those. They don't make any sense. I don't know how you can read them with a straight face.
I always think about the person that has to come up with all those sentences. I mean, that's got to be kind of tricky.
Are they from this book?
Let's see here. They are from, I think, let me see.
Sorry, it says Sage on there.
No. Oh, no, it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, I think it is the same. Okay, this is how old this one is. This is my original book when I was a student at California School of Court Reporting.
Oh, my gosh.
Is that hilarious or what? I think it's the same
Memories.
book. Yep. Isn't that funny? It says California School of Court Reporting, Santa Ana / Riverside. Crazy, huh? 1991.
Yeah.
I think that's when it was published.
No.
I think it's the same book. Yeah, I just think they changed it to Sage when they changed the name. So it is a good book, you know. But yes, I always think about the person that went through and had to come up with all those sentences, because some of them are so, even though they're silly, it's like, wow, it's, you give them props for thinking of all those ways to write those words, you know?
Tongue twisters.
Yes. All right, which we're on to Tangle Tamers. Kind of funny. All right, so here we go. Here's some Tangle Tamers, okay? Here we go. Technically affected. Genuine signature. Humanitarian purpose. Criminal character. Different conclusions. Interest owed. Threats terrorized. Objection overruled. Fortuitous event. In as much as. Coupled with. Valid separation. Illicit pregnancy. Purely mechanical. Complete performance. Wrongful conduct. Highway patrolman. Page 191, line 24. Statutory enactment. Contributing factor. Prove provocation. Forcibly taking. Past consideration. Without consent. Dealt setback. Grand juror. Legal battle. Latter event. Repudiate them. Receive notice. Husband's credit. Former marriage. Beginning collectors. Married woman. Piquant observation. Parked illegally. All right. How are we doing on time? Good, we're doing all right. Okay, some names and addresses. Here we go, ready? Ms. Jolene A. Smith, Gilroy High School, 7653 Church Street, Gilroy, California, 95020. Ms. Dorothy J. Akawi, State of New Jersey, Training School for Boys, Skillman, New Hampshire, 08508. Ms. Lori G. Van Gorder, 9239 Ridge Road, Kinsman, Ohio, 44528. Ms. Angie C. Brown, Route 2, Box 173, Maiden, North Carolina, 28650. Sister Jeanne Marie Jones, Catholic Central High School, 319 Sheldon Avenue, Grand Rapids, Michigan, 49503. M. Lourdes DeRoy, 145-97, 224th Street, Rosedale, New York, 11413. Ms. Melissa L. Snyder, Danville, I'm sorry, I forgot the address, 124 Grand Street, Danville, Pennsylvania, 17821. Sycamore High School, Kathy Hammett, Spartan Trail, Sycamore, Illinois, 60178. Ms. Sue B. Lutz, 1343 Lenz Court, Layton, Wisconsin, 53081. All right. Moving into literary. Now, I'm going to read this. I'll read this at 60, okay? Let me give you a word list. You're going to hear occupation, high risk, guidelines, religion, minimum, dangerous, previous, which is PR long EV, prev, compensation, customary, Fair Labor Standard Act, interstate, commerce, periodically. All right. Oh, you're also going to hear establishes and established. So establish is just blish, and then depending on what the ending is. And then you're going to hear and a half, which is NAF. Okay. And then I gave you minimum. You're going to hear that a few different times. Okay. I'm going to read this at 60. Here we go. The Fair Labor Standards Act specifies a minimum wage for all employers who are engaged in interstate commerce. The minimum wage is adjusted periodically to reflect the change in the spending power of the dollar. The Act also sets guidelines for the standard work week of 40 hours. The customary compensation for overtime is time and a half for any hours over the standard. The Act also establishes the minimum age for employees. Depending on the state, the minimum age is between 15 and 16 years, with special provisions to provide higher minimums for anyone engaged in dangerous or high-risk occupations. In addition, which is NAD, to guidelines established by the Fair Labor Standard Act, most states have established fair employment practice laws. of their own. These laws help to prevent discrimination that is based on race, color, sex, or religion. How'd you do?
Not too bad.
Good. Very good.
You want me to read back?
Yeah, you want to read that back?
I can try.
Yeah, I'll help you if there's something you're missing.
Okay. Ready?
Sure, yes, I'm ready.
Okay. The Fair Labor Standards Act specifies a minimum wage for all employers, sorry,
That's okay.
who are engaged in interstate commerce. I think, is there a period there? I don't think I got it. Okay.
That's okay, though.
The minimum wage is adjusted periodically to reflect the I have CH or KH.
You're so close. Do you have change? So change.
Oh, change. Okay, I did. Okay.
You just
in the spending power of the dollar. Okay.
Yep.
The amount.
Do you have the act?
Sorry, the act. You're right. Okay. The act This is so embarrassing. It's 60 words a minute.
Yeah, but
the act see, I have LS.
Yep, also. Yep. You got it right. Yay!
I don't know how to read my notes. Oh.
Good job. You have it, though.
Oh my gosh. Also sends good lines. Guidelines. Yep. Okay. See, I'm skipping over my long I. That's exactly what I have here. And I need to read more often. Guidelines for the standard work week of 40 hours. The customary don't tell me.
No, I won't.
Compensation?
Yep.
Okay, I have compensation. I always get my S and my K mixed up. For overtime is time and a half for any hours over the standard. The act also establishes a minimum age for employees. Okay. Depending on the state, the minimum age is between 15 and 16 years, with special provisions to provide higher minimums.
Yep.
Okay. For should that be minimum also? I put N. Nin.
Yep. Anyone?
Oh, anyone. God, I want to go home. Oh, I am home. Minimum. And see, I've got minimum gauged.
Okay, so you're so close. So higher minimums for anyone engaged.
Yep. Oh, I do. I've got engaged.
You do? Okay.
In in oh, damn, it's something ch.
Do you have D long?
Dangerous.
Yep.
Dangerous. Okay. Oh, see, I've got Dane, us. No, I've got DAJ, us. Or high risk.
Yep.
Should that be or?
Nope. Or high
No.
risk. Do you have OC?
Yes, sorry. And then I put T instead of P. Occupations, in addition.
Yep.
In addition,
Yep.
comma, to guidelines established by the Fair Labor Standard Act. Most states have established
Yep.
fair employment
Yep.
something laws. Oh, practice laws.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
practice, PRA. See, I need to get my briefs down. I know them when I'm saying them, but reading them, forget it.
Yep.
Of their own.
Yep.
Okay, these laws help to prevent, oh, hush, Bilbo, discrimination that is based on race, color, sex, or I've got it again, religion.
Yep.
That's right. I think I made my own brief for religion, and I think it's LIJ. I don't remember now. I've got to look in my book, but I think that's how I wrote it. So
yeah.
Yay! I'm sorry about my bird.
That's,
oh, hush!
Oh,
yeah, I'm talking about you.
I didn't know you had a bird.
It's my son's bird, but
so
I love him too.
Oh.
He's falling in love with his little tent in his cage. So my son takes it out in the morning, and because then he's mean to us. So anyway,
so then he gets mad. Oh my god.
He's complaining.
So just remember,
yes,
Pandora, if you had transcribed that as like a test, you would have passed that because you figured it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just feel like I take so long in reading it. So I want to do more read back.
Yeah, definitely.
With you and everything.
Yes.
Because I won't do it on my own.
Yeah.
You know, I just won't. So I know I should, but I don't.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Like you had also LS, which is how you write it, but then it's just going, oh, okay, I have the correct word, you know? It's
right.
Just being able to read what you wrote. So
exactly.
We'll do that. We'll do read back in all of our live classes.
Yay.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to give you some jury charge. Okay. And the subject is sales warranty.
Is there a brief for warranty?
I just do war, N, and then I come back for TAE, but I'm sure there is.
Maybe I can leave out the N.
See, and I write warrant, WARNT. I do like a squeeze for warrant.
Uh-huh.
So you could just come back for AE. You know?
Oh, yeah, that works.
Does it come up as warranty when you do WAR warrant?
Let me look. No. Well, it comes up as warrant.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just have to.
Like a squeeze.
Yeah. Yep.
And then just come back to AE.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're going to start off with ladies and gentlemen of the jury. So that's L long AJS. And you're going to hear defendant, evidence, plaintiff, at which time, that's twit. In this case, I write it as NIK, Nick. All right. By reason is BIRN. by reason. All right, so here we go. I'll read this at 60. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the burden of proof rests upon the defendant to prove by the greater weight of the evidence that the property in question was in a damaged condition as claimed by him when the property was delivered to him, at which time the title passed from the plaintiff to the defendant. Any damage, of course, after such delivery, which was not due to any negligence or fault on the part of the plaintiff, could not be charged to the plaintiff upon a breach of warranty on the sale of personal property. The buyer has the right to cover all damages which in the contemplation of the parties or according to the natural or usual course of things may result from said such breach. The ordinary measure of damages is the difference between the actual value of the goods sold and what would have been their value if they had been as warranted. In this case, the defendant claims to have sustained such damages because of certain losses sustained by reason of plaintiff's breach of warranty. And in this claim is included profits or gains which he would have realized from the purchase had they been in the condition as represented. He claims that because of his losses and the death of the chickens, such profits were denied him. It is a law that where reasonable profits or gains are prevented and losses sustained because of a breach of warranty, and where the losses may be determined with reasonable certainty from the evidence, then such contemplated profits may be recovered by the buyer. However, such damages can be recovered only when capable of being ascertained with a reasonable degree of certainty. And when such contemplated profits are within the contemplation of the parties as a result of the breach of warranty. All right, moving into Q&A. Now, this is going to start with defense 1, but defense 2 and the plaintiff also come in, okay?
All right.
All right, so you're going to hear cereal, liquor, garage, which is garge, vicinity, description, chalk. Let's see, that's about it. All right, I'm just dating this. All right, here we go. What did you find? In the garage, I found some cases of liquor and a collector truck that I remembered as having been taken on June the 25th. These cases of liquor that you found, were they opened or unopened or both? Both. All right. And the particular collector truck you found in the garage, what color was that? As I recall it, it was a red one. It came off of the, shall I tell the incident where it came off? Well, no. Right now, just tell us the color. I believe it was red, as I recall it. And can you recall if it had like a number or a serial number or a model number on it? It actually had 2 numbers on it. One was welded on, and one was just written on with chalk or some such thing. Could you state now what those numbers were? No, I can't. Did you put it in your report? Yes, it would be in the report, I'm sure. Did you search the area for any particular automobile in the vicinity? Yes, I did. Can you describe the particular automobile? I had a description of 2 or 3 that I was looking for. Did you had been given descriptions of 2 or 3 automobiles? Yes, sir. That is correct. All right, switching transcripts. And just so you know, anytime you have like in a sentence, that's going to be comma off. Yeah, you know that? Okay. I went like to the store, comma before and after.
And we do live in California.
Yes, Valley Girl.
Yep.
All
Took
right.
the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, man. I remember when I was a kid and I used to travel a lot with skating and, like compete, just competitions and stuff. And I was pretty young, but I met some kids from Texas and I thought it was funny because they kept saying y'all, and I'd never heard that before. I just thought that was so funny. And then they thought it was funny because I kept saying, come on, you guys. And they were like, they were girls and they were like, well, we're not guys. I go, no, that's just what we call everybody, you guys. And they thought that was so funny,
Oh, that is funny.
Not funny.
I thought that was like a
yeah,
national thing. Oh, well.
Yeah, I know. They thought it was so funny. I said, no, it's
y'all.
Yeah, we're girls. We're not guys. And I said, well, no, we call everybody guys. Come on, you guys. They said, no, it's y'all.
We don't even think about it.
I know. So anyways, okay.
Funny.
I know. All right. So this is going to start. Let's see here. We're going to start with D1, but it's going to go back over to D2. Okay. So this is going to be good practice.
R2D2.
Yep. R2D2. I'll start at 80 and work my way to 100. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Did you have to travel frequently in your job? Well, I would like you to define what you mean, and then I will answer the question. How often do you leave home in a period of a month? I would say I would be gone once a week. You would leave home once a week? Yes. Do you mean one day a week? Would you go for any period of time extending beyond one day? I have not taken all my trips and averaged them out. If I had to do that, they would average out to about one trip a week, which would encompass leaving in the morning of one day, staying overnight, and returning home the next afternoon. Have you ever made trips that extended for a period of 4 to 5 days? Yes, I have. How frequently has this happened where you would be gone for a period of 4 or 5 days? In my present employment, it has happened twice. In my previous employment, I really can't remember, but I would say it probably happened at least 6 times. Is that aside from your 1 day a week or 2 days a week? No, these would be similar type trips, but it required my staying for longer periods. How long a period did you stay in those instances? You mean in my previous employment or in your present employment? I have already told you. Please just answer his question. Okay. How long were those stays? On average, it would be leaving the morning of one day and staying overnight. Okay, thank you. I have nothing further. Just a few. You mentioned there were two of them that you stayed for a longer period of time. Oh, yes. On one trip in the earlier part of June, I left on Wednesday and returned Tuesday afternoon. This was a planned trip where my wife accompanied me to Seattle. The other occasion was the week of August 16, and I was gone Tuesday through Friday. Those are the two occasions. This week, you were away also, weren't you? From Tuesday until Friday? That is correct. I was gone 2 nights. You left Tuesday night and you came back when? Last night? I came back last night. Is this a necessary part of your employment? It is. Absolutely necessary? Yes. This will be an integral part of your employment for the future. My taking trips on this job will be an integral part of this job. Are you intending to stay with this job? Yes. So you anticipate frequent absences from home, whether it be for 1 day, 2 days, or possibly 4 or 5 days. I expect that I will have to go on trips. Have you considered the possibility of transferring out of the state of Pennsylvania? I have thought several times about that, and I have discussed it with my wife, and the conversations have always been about going to Denver. Have you ever stated to her that you have a possibility of transferring your position to Washington, D.C.? I made a statement which she construed the way you have put it. I told her that a friend was accepting a job in Houston and that I also knew that a job was available in Washington. I said I wouldn't be surprised if maybe my name would come up in conjunction with that job. If it did, would you consider it? That job has already been filled, and my name was not on the list of those considered. Thank you very much. Nothing further, counsel. Okay. Were those trips that you have taken strictly business? Yes, they were strictly business. Have you had any social activities during these trips that you have taken? Yes, I took customers out to dinner and to shows. Have you had any dates with any other women during these trips? No, never. Thank you. I have nothing further, counsel. All right. How are we doing on time? We have time for just a little bit more. All right. Now, I brought a one-page car accident Q&A. Okay, so you're going to hear some car accident briefs. You're going to hear scene of the accident, SNEX, skid mark, SCARC. You're going to hear debris, roadways, ROY, window, WAO, vehicle, VEEK, stoplight, STOLT, ambulance is BLANCE, passenger, PAEJ, seatbelt, S-belt, point of impact is POIKT, POIKT, collision is a squeeze, KLI, shun, before the accident, BEX, rear view mirror, initial R, final FM. And you're just going to hear, let's see, accident. And then here are the following phrases you'll hear. What you, to the, over the, I was, in the, did you, there was, to the, at the, did you, when the, into the, to go, what happened, down the, that's up to you if you want to phrase that. All right. So now I will read this I'll read this at 80, okay? And then just really focus on those car accident briefs. It's going to be plaintiff. Please explain to us what you saw. Well, I got to the scene of the accident at around 4 o'clock. I saw a lot of skid marks and debris all over the roadway. The front window of vehicle number 1 was cracked. Vehicle number 2 had a lot of damage to the front end. I was there for about 10 minutes before I was told that vehicle number 3 had rolled down the hill. Okay. Did you notice any traffic control signals in the area at all? About 200 yards back, there was a stoplight, but nothing in the immediate area of the scene of the accident? No, sir. Did you speak to the driver of vehicle number 1? No, the driver was being tended to in the ambulance. I did, however, Speak to the passenger. She told me that her husband, the driver of vehicle number 1, never wore a seatbelt, and at the point of impact, his head hit and cracked the front window of the car. Okay, did you take a report regarding the driver of vehicle number 2? Yes, I did. He told me that he was following close behind vehicle number 1. When the collision occurred, he ran into the back of vehicle number 1. Just before the accident, he did try to go around vehicle number 1, but he ended up making contact and having his bumper ripped off. And what happened with vehicle number 3? From what witnesses tell me, he was driving very quickly before the accident. Both parties made reference to seeing him in their rearview mirror. He swerved to avoid a collision and rolled down the hill. How'd you do?
So I dropped a few there towards the end, but other than that, not too bad. And I couldn't remember rear view mirror. I got all the other ones, but
Good.
But
yes, rear view mirrors, initial R, final FM.
I think I did that actually.
Good.
So
very good.
Let's see. Where was that?
You looking for rear view mirror?
Yeah.
That was at the very end. It was
seatbelt point of impact. And oh, I did. Okay. Well, I must have, because it translated as rear view mirror.
Good.
So
good.
Swerved threw me for a loop, but I got rear view mirror.
Good.
So
yeah, those ERV words can be a little tricky.
Yeah. Isn't that F or B, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that ERV. Yeah, exactly. Yep. All right. Well.
Yay.
Yeah, and I can read that again at 100 if you want. It's up to you.
I'm good.
Okay.
Not today.
All right. I have to show you. Can I show you my daughter's dog? We're watching him.
Yeah.
He's at the door crying because he wants to come in.
Oh, poor baby.
He's a puggle. And he's half beagle, half pug.
Oh, I want to see.
His name is Hank.
Hank.
Okay, let me get him. Hold on.
Okay.
Come here.
Adam.
Come here.
Can you get Bilbo for me, please?
No, come here. Hank. No, he's come here. Come here. They want to see you. We call him a piggle.
A piggle? Does he eat a lot?
No, but he looks like he does. Look at him.
Oh, he's so cute.
Isn't he cute? Say hi, Hank.
Hi, Hank. Hello, baby. It looks like maybe he has some Shar-Pei in him, too. See how he's kind of wrinkling there and everything?
He has a lot of wrinkles. Okay, Hank. All right.
That's okay. Okay.
Okay.
Let me show you Bilbo.
Okay.
Here, step up. This is Bilbo.
That is so awesome. What kind of bird
Yeah.
is he?
He's a American dilute green cheek conure.
Wow.
And he doesn't have a wing over here, and he doesn't have a left eye, and he's blind.
What happened?
His mom. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He's saying, that bitch. So you know what? I'm going to unplug here so that my son can hear too. So.
Wow. So his mom did that to him when he was a baby?
Oops. Sorry. The sound was turned way down. Go ahead.
So his mom did that when he was a baby?
Well, that's what we're told. Not even a month old.
Is that
Yeah,
mom
we got him when he was, what, about 5 months? 6 months? Bilbo! What a silly bird. Say what a silly bird. He might say something.
He's
What
so
a silly bird.
silly bird. Oh, he's so cute. How long have you guys had him?
May, June, something like that.
So he's
Yeah, he you know, my son used to work at Birds in Paradise in Sun City,
yeah.
and they have birds, and so there was this guy that he worked with who also raises, yeah, I'm talking about you, who also raises birds, and he was teaching Adam how to feed the babies with a dropper. So we were over at his house, and he had, well, his name wasn't Bilbo at the time. What did he call him? Gimpy, because of his wing or something. And so he was saying that he was at the breeder and he saw this, and they were just going to euthanize him. And he said, oh no, you know, I'll take him. And well, they charged him like $60. But how much are these birds again?
Usually 600.
Usually around $600 to $700.
Whoa.
And get him over here. Come here. Step up.
He is so pretty.
Yeah. And so, you know, Joe, his coworker, was saying, oh, you know, well, I could never sell him because he doesn't have a wing and everything. I'd probably just give him away. And I said, would you give him to Adam? And so he said, yeah, no problem. You know, and he gave him the cage and everything. And he'll say his name, and he says, I love you. And he says, what a silly bird. And he says, thank you. And what are you doing?
So you guys taught him how to say all those things?
Mm-hmm. What a silly bird.
So is that, Pandora, is that uncommon for a mom to do that to the baby? Or do they, if they sense that something's wrong, is that probably why she did that? Or
I don't know.
wow.
We don't know.
That's
but it's like, yeah. What a, yeah, he says some moms are just super aggressive.
wow.
So, Bilbo.
Oh, he's so sweet.
What a silly bird. I love you. Well, so is Hank.
Oh,
I love him. That's awesome.
that's Hank. Yes. Yes.
Problem?
How
Yeah,
long do
he's
they
just-
live? What is their lifespan?
15 to 30 years.
15 to 30. Well, she can probably hear you. Are you going to poop now? No? Sometimes he poops on demand. But we try and either have him do it over the trash or over the tile floor. Hey, no biting.
Oh,
No biting. Rat. Come here.
he is so cute. When I was growing up, I had a cockatiel.
Yeah.
He kind of reminds me of that.
He may crawl up on top of my head, and he likes to like take his beak and, oh, here he goes.
Oh,
I know. Well, I haven't taken a shower yet either, so if he
oh,
poops on my head, then yeah. Are you going to start? So sometimes he'll, oh, no, you don't. Because he's done that before. He's gotten up on top of my head, and then his butt is right over my face, and he's just pooped right there. It's like, I don't think so.
yeah, no. Oh, he's so cute.
So yeah, we love him.
He could sit on your shoulder while you practice.
I don't think so. Because yeah, I mean, if he starts to like nibble or bite or something like that, then it's totally, yeah.
So he can be
Distracting.
ornery. He can like all of a sudden be ornery and bite you.
Oh yeah, he's been that way lately, and that's that. Show her the tent thing. He has, those kind of blankets that you get that are really soft. I think they're like maybe like velour
Yeah.
blankets.
Yeah.
Don't bite. And so my son got him this at the bird store. Here, put in front of the.
It's kind of like, what's it?
I don't know. Show it. So this is
Oh,
this is his.
yeah.
And it hangs in his
Oh.
cage. And what he does at night is he just kind of hangs onto the side of the cage and he leans against it and he sleeps. And the last few days, he's just been really paying a lot of attention to it.
Oh.
And, I mean, they don't do that, but.
No,
then,
but like he's getting attached to it.
Yeah, exactly. So Adam will take it out, during the day so that he's not so aggressive towards us.
That is so.
Loving. He really can. He's really a cute bird. He pooped on the desk. So
he got his duty over with.
Yep. Hey, don't bite.
That is so cute. You guys give him like.
You'll have to come over, really.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to teach you how to cross stitch anyway.
Yes.
We're probably gonna have to wait until after the holidays, but
yes.
But yeah, and you can hold him and.
Now, Pandora, don't you have a cat?
Oh yeah.
But doesn't the cat want to eat the bird?
No.
Yeah.
Hang on.
He's too fat and lazy.
We've got 2 cats actually.
I'm shocked that your cats don't try to eat that bird.
Well, he's too fat and lazy. He doesn't care really.
He doesn't?
I mean, we put Bilbo in front of him before, but he just kind of, I don't know, stares at him.
Well, that's good. That's good. And the bird knows that the cat's okay with him.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is Skittles.
Skittles.
He's my big boy. And then, like I said, we have another one. He has a brother, but he's very furry and skinnier. But yeah, this is my big.
Oh, he's so cute.
He's so huge.
He is adorable.
He's
How
so
old is
big.
he?
How old?
Yeah.
They're let me think. We moved here in 2004. I'm gonna put him down. He doesn't like to be held like that. And we got them that year when they were kittens, so they're 13.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
He says, "Well, I'm out here. Maybe I'll get a bite to eat."
Oh, he's adorable.
Thanks.
Oh, I miss my cat. Seeing your cat makes me miss my cat. I know.
That's right. You had to put him down, huh?
Yeah, he got diabetes, and my vet told me it's because we had one of those continuous feeders. And I mean, I always just thought, a fat cat is a happy cat, but no, my vet was so like, nope, this is why. And
yeah, I think he might have it. I don't know if I told you when we it was before we moved here and everything, but we had a gray tabby, and her name was Niagara. And she had diabetes. And the way we found out was I saw her water dish one day and it was bone dry. Mm-hmm. And I'm not used to seeing that with cats. So I thought, that's weird, so I took her into the vet and, well, you've got a diabetic cat. Mm-hmm. So we were giving her insulin shots for a while, but I think either we weren't doing it right or it was, she just went downhill real quick.
Yeah.
So
that's when my vet told me. We gave our cat an insulin shot morning and night, and we always took her in to have her, blood tested. And then eventually we had to give her more and more and more. And finally the vet just said, so it lasted, we got another year out of it, but our vet finally just said, it's not working anymore. And there's nothing else you can do. And he lost, the cat my cat was really fat, like your cat. And then he lost so much weight, but he would always drink and just couldn't ever get full. And he got to the point where he just wanted to be in the bathtub, and he wanted me just to put the water on and just have it be a drip system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, Skittles likes to, like, when I go into the bathroom and take a shower, this isn't going to be posted, is it?
We're on
All of this. But, I mean, you're going to cut it off after the whatever. Okay, good. But, no, what he'll jump up on the counter and I'll turn the faucet on for, very little, and he'll drink from it. But even before he got that heavy, he's always been a water cat. I mean, if you were there in the bathtub, he would come up on the side of the bathtub and drink the hot water.
Wow.
Or the warm water. And it's like, you're such a weird cat.
Yeah, because usually cats will stay clear of water. And
Yeah, nope, not this one.
That's cool. That's neat.
Yeah.
Well, the way we knew it is, not only was he drinking a lot, but his fur got really nappy. It looked terrible. He looked terrible. Like, So, but he got to the point where he loved the shots. He knew that made him feel better. He'd come find you in the morning and find you at night. Like, okay, come on.
Really?
Oh yeah. And you give him
Wow.
a shot and he'd be happy. So, but yeah, I feel like we did everything for him. We got another year, with him, and he was 14. So
yeah,
I feel like, okay, well, I know cats my parents' cat lived to be 18 and 20. So
yeah. I mean, that's pretty old for a diabetic cat.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Niagara wasn't that old. I don't remember how old she was, but was it kind of the same time as Niagara? Because Niagara actually found my husband when it was before we got married, and I had another cat named Valley Girl. I'm not kidding you, because I got her right around the time that song came out, and I called her Val. And she wasn't fat, but she was 17, and I had to put her down, and we had such a great vet. I may have told you this, I don't know. And, I held her when she gave her the shot and everything, and I just bawled, and it's hard. It's hard to lose a pet,
It is.
So
that's a
you
downfall.
should get a kitten.
I know. We were going to, because I have my golden retriever, and then my daughter moved into a place where she can't have dogs. So we're kind of like, I said, well, we'll foster your dog, because I love her dog. So I feel like it's kind of helping not take the place of my cat, but just kind of fill that void.
Right.
So I think when we give him back, then I'll probably get another one, because and my dog loved our cat. Like, they were buddies, Yeah. We'd come home and we would cuddle. And
it's interesting, though, there are so many people that don't like cats. And my husband and I just can't understand. They're going, oh, they're so standoffish and everything. This one, well, see, he's drinking water now, but I'll go lay on the bed, and he comes right up to me and just really loving.
Yes.
Really loving. And Henley, our other cat, his brother, I think they have the same mom but different dads, but they were part of the same litter. Cat biology.
Oh yeah.
But just he's more affectionate towards my daughter. Henley is, but Skittles is he's the family cat, but he comes up to me, and I mean, he just very cuddly.
It is. I think they're only standoffish if they're raised outside and they're like barn cats.
That could be.
Yeah. Our cat has been very loving.
Our cats are indoor cats. They don't, and I mean, when they were kittens, we had them declawed. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, they still have their back claws, but it's so funny because, I don't know, there was one time that the door was left open and Skittles kind of wandered out, and he's like,
what is this?
What do I do out here?
Yes.
So yeah, they're so funny.
I know. I see posts all the time in our neighborhood, because we back up to a green belt, and people, and I'm thinking, you hear the coyotes at night howling. Yep. No, oh, they got somebody's animal,
Yep. I know we were just talking about that the last couple of days, because I take my husband to work along Hahn Road there to Scott, and there's this big neon green poster that says Lost Cat, and it's been up for a while, and we said, that cat's a goner. You know, it's outside, and I mean, the coyotes sometimes come in our backyard. Our smaller dog was attacked in August, and we had the window open, and all of a sudden she just screamed. That would be the best description of it. She screamed. She's like a Chihuahua mix. But and then we have a little bit bigger dog, and we rushed out there, and she came in the garage because our dogs are outdoor dogs. You know, they stay in the garage at night. And we think that our other dog went out there and scared the coyote away, because we back up to, well, you've been to my house.
Yeah.
We back up to like the brush and everything. And she had some puncture wounds in her, but I cleaned them out, and she, you know, she recovered. But she was really lucky because our next door neighbor, it happened to his dog, like at 7:30 in the morning, and he was out in the backyard. And this coyote just came and picked up his little dog. And
how did they get in the backyard?
They jump over the fence because we back up to, you know.
Because I've seen them in our backyard. I mean, behind the fence, staring at my dogs. But
yeah, they'll jump.
Like how?
Be careful, because they will jump. You wouldn't think that they could jump that high, but they can.
They can.
And yeah. Yeah.
Gosh.
And ours, our poor neighbor, he had like $700 or $800 worth of vet bills. His dog survived, you know, because he was there, fortunately.
Wow.
But yeah, they're building up homes here, and you know, it's driving the coyotes out, and they walk around up and back of our houses.
Wow.
So
yeah, I never let my cat out. I'm like you, my cat.
Yeah.
But I always thought the dogs were okay because I thought, oh, I've seen that. I've looked out and seen coyotes on the other side of the fence just watching our dogs. Like they want them for lunch, you know?
Yeah.
I thought,
careful.
It's not a high fence, but I mean, it's only probably 6 feet high.
Yeah. They can jump that easily.
Wow.
Easily.
Wow.
Just be careful.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, of course, now that it's darker, we bring our dogs in and close them in the garage earlier, because I mean, it could happen during, you know, it doesn't happen as much during the day, but like our neighbor came over a couple of weeks ago, and he said, you know, I saw a coyote like jump on your hill, because we've got a hill in the back, and go over the fence, you know, out of the yard. So it's it's scary.
Yeah, it is.
It's scary. Just don't want that to happen.
No.
So.
I know I've heard crazy stories. Like my friend, well, she's in Oregon, but she said she looked out her window and saw a raccoon killed her cat. Just
really?
Yes. I guess they have really sharp, and they look so cute. But she said they have real sharp claws, and she just said it just went. And by the time she ran out there, her cat was filleted open, and yeah. And then another person told me that a bird, they saw a bird, they have a little dog, like a little chihuahua, and a bird and picked up their,
like a hawk or something. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've heard of that too. Yeah.
Wow.
No, I totally believe it. I'm sorry. I thought of the movie Elf. Have you seen Elf? And he's walking to New York, and he's going, "Oh, you're really cute. Would you like a hug?" And the raccoon's all
I know those raccoons look so sweet, but
no, I think that their claws are pretty sharp, so they could probably disembowel something real.
Yes, and she told me what happened was her cat's food was out in the backyard, and the cat kind of got territorial, like the raccoon came up, and the cat tried to protect its food, and the thing just like attacked her cat.
Oh my gosh.
Just to get the food. Yes, I know. It's things you don't even think about.
Yeah.
But that's good to know about the fence, because that makes me nervous.
Yeah.
We've got chicken wire around our fence. So because, you know, I know there's, you know, I always think about rattlesnakes and stuff back there, but now I'm thinking, oh man, is your fence like bars? It's not a wall. It's a nope. It's wrought iron.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
that's ours is mostly all wall, and then there's a little bit that's wrought iron, and it continues as wrought iron on our neighbor's backyard. But it doesn't matter. I mean, the wall, they can they're not going to get through I mean, the chicken wire is more for our dogs, not to get
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the fact that that coyote jumped over the fence in your neighbor's yard with your neighbor outside, and what, it grabbed the dog and
Morning.
wow.
Yeah.
What, it just, so the guy ran over to his dog and it just jumped back over the fence?
I think it probably jumped over the fence into our yard and then jumped over the wall.
Holy
I think
cow.
that's what happened. This was over a year ago
But
when
still.
that happened. I can remember when it happened to our dog because it was my other son's birthday. And it was just like, and he kind of wasn't having a very good day, so I'm kind of in his room, and then we heard that, and it's like I had to sorry, Jared, Blossom's being attacked here. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Well, it's good to know.
Yep.
So, especially now that we've got my daughter's little dog. I have a golden retriever and he's huge. I don't think they'd even
Yeah.
try, but
I don't think so
but-
either. I mean, they might
Jeez.
fight, but they're
Yeah.
not going to come up and try and
Right.
take them away and eat
where
them.
Hank is like a little nice bite-sized snack, I think.
Is he? He looks bigger.
He's big, but he's like fat, but he's I don't know. He's like the size of a little bit smaller than a beagle, but he's fat. Like he has a lot of rolls.
Yeah.
And he doesn't feed him a lot. I don't know. And he goes on a walk every day.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm wondering if there's Shar-Pei in him. You know which dogs I'm talking about?
Yes, all the
Like,
rolls here.
Yeah. Like our dog Butterfinger has that a lot. Is his tongue black at all?
No.
Okay, because that's like a Chow or a Shar-Pei. They have black on their tongues.
Yeah, he doesn't
But,
have. I guess according to the breeder that she got him from, his mom is a beagle and his dad is a pug. So I don't know.
I'm trying to picture some of these things. My best friend just got a dog recently at the shelter, and it's part Corgi and part Australian Shepherd. So, I mean, it's a beautiful dog.
yeah.
You can't, I guess the Corgi part is that she's really long, but she's got like the tail of an Aussie and she's
like
not short like a Corgi, but yeah, she's got like the stump of a tail, but she's beautiful.
Oh, I bet I've always wanted a Corgi. And I heard that they're breeding a lot of Corgis with other dogs, big dogs, so that you can get a small version. Is that kind of what it is?
Well, she doesn't really look like a Corgi at all.
Okay.
She I don't know. She reminds me of a lot of a dog that we used to have.
Yeah.
A little bit, but our dog we don't know what our dog was. But you get them from the pound and it's like you have no idea. So I mean you can kind of tell with sometimes, but sometimes they're just like a total Heinz 57.
Oh yeah. There's just no way you can tell. Yeah.
Only God knows.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
oh my gosh.
all right. Well, it's fun talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Well, you
You
have a
too.
great day.
I've got to go to the grocery store. We're going to my in-laws, but I'm making the stuffing, which I guess since we're not stuffing the turkey, it's referred to as dressing.
Yeah.
But I always call it stuffing, and I'll be lucky if I don't eat half of it before we leave. It's so good. So I'm making that. I'm making an apple pie, a pumpkin pie, and rolls. So I've got to go, I couldn't get some of the stuff from the store last week. You have to get it fresh, and I need fresh herbs and the bread. You don't want to get moldy, and the apples and all. So
you're going to go hit
lots
the
of my
store
pie
before it
crust.
gets crowded.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
tonight. I'm sure it'll be a madhouse tonight.
Well, my youngest is he's a courtesy clerk at Stater Brothers here in Menifee. And he said, and he has to work tomorrow.
Which one does he work at?
Newport and Marietta Road. The older, kind of over by Walgreens and
Okay.
El Taco.
My brother-in-law works the night crew, but he's in Sun City.
Oh, is he on the one off of Sun City Boulevard and McCall?
Yeah. Yes.
He's had a grand reopening, there's like 3 now in this area. There's that brand new one that's on the other side of Newport. And which is nice. It's a nice one, but I'm not used to it. I'm used to to mine. So, but yeah, he has to work tomorrow and he's not looking forward to it. It's going to be crowded, but at least he doesn't have to work on Thursday.
That's right. Are they even open Thursday?
Yeah.
Ooh, well, thank goodness he doesn't have to work Thursday.
I know. Well, yeah. Yeah.
Good.
I think it's, people that work in the grocery business, I think some of them actually request to work on those days because they get like double pay or, so I mean, both of my parents were in the grocery business.
Yep.
And my brother too. So
Yeah.
I'm the only one who didn't.
Yeah.
But,
I know my brother-in-law always has to work the big holidays, but then he gets double, like you said, double pay.
Yeah.
And he does all the stocking in the middle of the night stuff. So, but he still gets double pay if he does works on those shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And it used to be like triple, I think, and it's gone down. It's just not the same. But yeah, my brother just he retired last year from the grocery business. He was in it, he started as a box boy.
They
don't call box boys anymore. But yeah, and I mean, so he retired from there, but now because he was a receiver at Albertsons for a long time, and now he works at Tractor Supply in Moore Park as a receiver. So
awesome.
Yeah.
That is, it's I know my brother-in-law he's been there since he was 18 and now he's, 45 now. So he can, he'll be able to retire and do something else if he wants to.
Yep.
Yeah, great.
Yep.
He'll have a good retirement. So he's worked his way up to, management and chooses to work the night shift so that somebody's always home with their kids. They've never had to have daycare, and my sister works in the day and he works the night crew. So they've always made it work, which I don't know how he gets by with like 3 hours of sleep from like 5 in the evening to 9 o'clock and then goes in at 10. It's crazy. I don't even know how he gets away with the little sleep that he does, but I guess he's used to it. So
that's awesome though that, they didn't want daycare for their kids. They made it work and they
make it work. Yeah.
I think that's so important.
It is.
So
I know. It is. And now they're in school, now they're in 5th grade and 9th grade, but he's home when they get home from school. So there's always somebody home.
Oh yeah. Well, and that's the thing. I mean, you think that the most important part of being there for them is when they're little, but it's the whole time, really.
Isn't it? It's like, I never knew that until my kids got into middle school and high school. It's like, whoa, they need me more now than when they were little, because that's when they'd get into trouble if you don't have a parent home. Yeah.
Yep. That's right. So anyway.
All right, Pandora. Well, you have a happy Thanksgiving.
You too. Well, I might see you this evening, although it starts at 5, right?
Yep, 5 to 6.
So you know what? I'm probably going to be cooking.
If you can, jump in. But if not, it's okay. But I'm so happy you're back on your machine.
Yeah, well, let's see when I get back onto it again.
Hey, if you can, type up a test soon, and then I can grade it and see how you're doing.
All right.
Yeah, you should, really. Who cares if it's not a pass? It's okay. Then you kind of gauge and see where you're at.
Yeah, it's hard. Well, I guess I just need to transcribe it, right?
Yeah.
Because or because I'm in Case now, and it's not like Eclipse when I could do a lot of editing but yeah.
Same thing. Like, you just go in and take the test, and you can edit it in Case Cat and submit it, and I'll grade it.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
You could pick an 80 or 100, whatever you want.
Or 60.
Or 60. That's right.
All right, Jill. Hey, be safe on the way up to Nevada. Your son is doing better?
Yes, he is.
Good.
He's not going to have surgery. So
really?
Yep, he's not going to have surgery. So the doctor just said, if you don't mind that scar, that thing on your site, because it's just kind of doing its naturally doing.
Oh, it's healing itself.
Yeah,
oh, good.
Kind of like, it's emptying on its own. And he just said, if you don't mind the scar, I won't do surgery. And Ryan said, no, I don't want the surgery. I want the scar. So, and we were worried that his ribs were going to have to be operated on, because they were worried that the bones weren't coming together, because so many of them were like crushed.
Right.
They said they keep, they're doing x-rays, and they're saying now that no, they're okay. They're coming together. So they're watching that closely. But as of right now, no surgery.
That's awesome. It must be his age,
It is.
that's the reason why.
That's what
So,
the surgeon said. It's totally your age. Yep.
because
Yeah.
that wouldn't happen to you and me.
No. And that's exactly what he said. And had he not been physically fit when he got in the accident, he said, oh yeah, your injuries would have been so much worse.
Wow.
Yeah.
God is good.
I know. It's so true. That is
All right.
so okay. Well, enjoy your family.
You too.
Okay, thank you.
Tell
And
Robert I said happy Thanksgiving.
I will let him
Of
know.
course, I could text him and tell him that, but
But I will let him know just in case.
All right.
Okay.
I'll see you soon, Jill.
Thank you.
Okay.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have a safe drive up to what is it called again?
Castaic.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And there was
Yeah,
another
well,
word you used.
What's that?
There was another word you used for that city.
Oh, Canyon Country?
Canyon Country.
Yeah, well, they are different. They're a little bit different. Canyon Country is more off to the 5 this way, whereas Castaic, you go up a little bit more and past the 134, and it's past the Pichasana Ranch, the jail there and everything, and it's a little bit smaller community.
Okay.
But it's kind of all part of the same thing, so.
Well, are you guys staying the night up there?
No. Jared has to work on Friday,
Oh, that's right.
and yeah, I just found out I'm supposed to work at Walmart, but because they're going to be open on Thursday, so it's not going to be crazy, but I've never had to work the day after Thanksgiving. So I went in yesterday because I thought I'm just going to have to work on Wednesday. I need the hours. So I went in yesterday, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to go in there. There's no reason. Screw that. Really? Would you want to go in there?
No. No, the day after Thanksgiving, that's Black Friday, isn't it? I mean, you're gonna be a you would.
It will. It's going to be actually, they usually block it off.
Okay.
But stuff just gets thrown everywhere anyway.
Yes.
And
why even bother? Why not wait for that day to be over?
Yeah. I'll probably go in on Monday or something. So next Monday again.
Okay. All right. Well, have a great week.
You too.
All right. And I'll talk.
Okay. Enjoy your turkey.
Thank you. You too.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.